Welcome to the Simply Be Sustainable podcast. I'm Brooke Chase, your host and tree hugger new bestie. I'm on a mission to live a more fulfilling life with less. Less stuff, less waste, less stress, and more of what really matters. Join me each week for personal stories, tips, and simple swaps. Together, we'll learn to live simply, be simple, and simply be for a greener, brighter future, one episode at a time. Let's get to it.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of your new favorite podcast, Simply Be Sustainable. My name is Brooke Chase, and I am your host, and I'm feeling saucy today, guys. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, and it is plastic-free July, and I swear every year it creeps up on me. I think because I just kind of like live my life this way, and then I'm like, oh snap, I need to tell the people. I need to tell them about plastic-free July. So here we are. It is July 3rd. I'm very excited for the 4th of July tomorrow. But today we are kicking off a wonderful month where we are going to learn all about how to use less plastic. So first, I want to say, if you are just starting your journey of how to use less plastic, please visit my friend, my girl. She owns a store called Lite Foot. That's Litefoot. It is here local in Savannah, but it is a refillery. It is a place where you can use a lot of simple swaps. You can also order online if you're not local to Savannah, and I highly recommend you check that out. I'll have the website in the show notes. But definitely go to Lightfoot and, either get deeper into your journey of plastic-free living, or, find lots of ways to make yourself even better. All right, so that is the first thing. And then today what we're going to do is dive into the 14 most found and harmful types of plastic found in the ocean. And I am just going to kind of go through this list and give you guys any tips that I might have on things that I do. But basically what we want to do this month is just try. We're not all perfect, right? Like we can't be perfect, but what we can do is just use less plastic wherever we possibly can. So just think less plastic in whatever it is that you do. And you're going to start noticing, that some things are harder than others. I would say that for me, what I have done in my journey is like whenever I run out of that thing, then I try to replace it with something that's like not plastic or zero waste or whatever. And most times I don't go back. So anyway, we'll dive right in. But happy Plastic Free July. If you're farther on your journey and you just want to literally like not use plastic this month, like totally go for it. I've definitely done that before. And it was really hard, but, also just like try to use less, because if everybody does it imperfectly, that's better than like 3 people doing it perfect, right? So, okay, the first number one thing is single-use bottles, plastic bottles, soda bottles, all the things. I don't really care personally if it says that they're made out of recycled plastic. I just think like no plastic is a better friend of mine. So, and what I do to avoid single-use plastic is I got myself a soda stream and I make my own soda, which this is also going to be the drink of the week. This prop is going to double as multiple things, but I got a soda stream, and this is actually fresh orange juice and frozen blueberries, and it's friggin' delicious. So that is also my drink of the week. I've been doing a lot of boozing on the cruising, and so I'm trying to take it back a notch. Maybe that's why I'm feeling so hyped today, because I ain't drank in a couple days. But yeah, and also something like this. I got this. This is a reusable water bottle at TJ Maxx. It came with a bag. I mean, come on. I put my phone in here. I put my wallet in here. I'm ready to go. I don't literally need nothing else. Like this is, I got a straw. Keeps it cold for a long time or hot. Anyway, this is like my favorite thing in the world. I had a purple one. I don't know what happened to it. RIP. If it's at your house, please give it back. Anyway, but get yourself one of these. I mean, I don't really care if it's a Stanley or a Yeti or what it is, but I personally just think these cheap ones, I'm not big on supporting brands, and I wanted to support the Yeti brand, but they won't have me as an affiliate marketer, so fine. I'll just use the cheap one, okay? All right. So the first one is single-use plastic bottles. The next one is food wrappers. So for this one, if it comes in a food wrapper, I try not to buy it, but this is a hard one to avoid. Like if if crackers or something, if you can get them in cardboard, I'll opt for that. But definitely if it's single use or what individually wrapped, like if you have kids, I know that's like easy to like bring the individually wrapped. A hack I have for that is invest yourself in some stasher bags and buy it in bulk and fill. Oftentimes those individually wrapped snacks are not really enough, and then the kids want like 2 or 3 anyways. So it's like if you just give them what they want, which is probably like a little more, and they probably won't even eat it anyway, and then you can close it back up and you have more for later. But I'm a big fan of those stasher bags, or you can reuse plastic bags. You can also use beeswax wraps and fold them up in like those cute little envelopes. But yeah, food wrappers are 12%. Single-use bottles were 14%. So coming in number 2 is food wrappers. 9% of the plastic garbage found in the ocean is cigarette butts. Now, if you are someone that smokes, I'm not knocking if you smoke, but if you're in your car, just you can go to AutoZone and get one of those things that stores them in there, and then you just clean it out and put it in the garbage. If you're smoking outside, the world is just really not your ashtray, and they're so small. They just go right down in the drain. They go in our water. They go in the ocean, and then fish and everything eat them, and they think they're food, and they feed them to their poor little babies, and it's just like really, really sad. So please, if you're a smoker, just rethink throwing that cigarette butt out into the world, because again, like the earth is just really not your ashtray. And a lot of this stuff is just thinking differently. You probably don't even think about it. You're probably just like, oh, bing, it's just a small little thing. It doesn't really matter. But it kind of does. So number 3 is cigarette butts. Okay. So number 4 is the takeaway food containers. Now, if I go to a restaurant and I see that they have is styrofoam, I won't even get my food to go. I will literally just like gorge myself and eat it all. That's my simple confession for the day. That's just true. Because I'm not going to waste food, and I'm not taking home any styrofoam. So that's what I do. But you don't have to be like me and gorge yourself on food. But I have not ever remembered yet to do that, which can also be a simple confession of mine, which maybe I'll work on that this July, is bring your to-go container with you. I know your friends might think that's really weird, but they're probably going to be like super thinking that you're pretty amazing. Like, what a great example that you'll set, and what a great time to do that, right? So maybe that'll be my simple swap for this episode. Will be bring your takeaway food containers, and I'll do it with y'all. But yeah, that is coming in at 6%. 5%, this one really surprised me, is cotton swabs. And cotton swabs is actually one of the ones that I did a simple swap with. I actually debated yesterday when I was at the store if I was going to get regular cotton swabs. And now that I'm seeing this, I am not. So 5% is cotton swabs. I've been using like the end of the towel. I have this one like towel that's really skinny. Sometimes I use like, my bamboo toilet paper that I have now. So that's probably like the best thing. But I use the reusable cotton swab, and it doesn't feel as good as a cotton swab. So I'm still looking for a really good sustainable swap for a cotton swab. I have not bought any cotton swabs in probably like a year, honestly. But yeah, that is coming in at 5% of plastic waste. Next is disposable cups, which I'm actually surprised this isn't higher up there. But yeah, so instead of a disposable cup, you guys know, those metal ones I absolutely love. Use something like this. If you have people over or whatever, you can have designated ones or reuse the solo cups. I personally love this mason jar. Yeah, so try not to use those plastic cups. Next is sanitary products. That is gross to me. Oh, ladies, I just got a menstrual cup, and I'm all about the period underwear. So I have not been buying like tampons or pads or anything for quite a while. But if you have not gone down that path yet, I've heard the discs are phenomenal. That will be my next purchase. I have not gone down that route yet. But definitely the underwear and the menstrual cup is the jam. Like it's you know how there are some swaps that are just like better. Like I'm obsessed with like the toilet paper. I'm obsessed with, some of these other swaps. That is one of them. Like you're basically like not even on your period. It's fantastic. Anyway, so that's 3% of the plastic that ends up in the ocean is sanitary products. Ooh, gross. Sorry, fishes. Oh man. Okay. Next is tobacco packaging at 2%. Again, if you're a smoker, maybe if you roll your own, that is like the best option, not only for your health, but also for the fact of like zero waste and plastic garbage and things. But yeah. Next is disposable straws and cutlery. Now, I do have a little hack for this. So the first thing is like using non-disposable straws and cutlery. First of all, a straw, you really don't need a straw, but I mean, I do like to have a straw. If I'm going to use a straw, I like this metal one. But if you go out, if you ask for less ice, because otherwise, like when you take a sip, the thing that makes not having a straw annoying is because when you sip it, the ice like hits you in your face. And if you're a girl, like it kind of messes up your makeup, your lipstick, whatever. So what I do is I ask for less ice, and that's great for a lot of reasons because then you get more of whatever drink that you purchased. And then your server, if it's like a soda, doesn't have to fill it up so often and it doesn't get watered down. So that's a lot of good reasons to ask for less ice. But also, if you're at home and you can control the size of the ice, or maybe if you're at the bar, you can ask for like a whiskey ice cube. But that's what I've been using. And I love those things because it's a bigger ice cube. It doesn't hit you in your face and it, dilutes your glass less. So those are ways to avoid like not needing a straw at all if they don't have, metal straws. And then cutlery, I mean, I just say I bring one of these with me everywhere I go. This is just reusable. I mean, when you have a plastic fork, I mean, I'm a little bit of a crazy person when I eat, but I can't tell you how many times I bit the end of my straw or bit the end of my fork and bit the damn fork right off. I mean, the hell. And think about how much energy it takes to make this whole company factory is making you a plastic straw for you to eat and bite the end off and throw it away. I mean, I can't. Anyway, so if you just take one of your things from home or go to the dollar store and get them or go to the Goodwill and get them, I don't care where you get them. But if you just keep one of each in your bag and then I just tie the napkin right around it and I have it all and you can just keep it like in your bag and wherever. Yeah, I mean, that's what I do. Anyway, but that's how you can avoid the cutlery, the straw, and all that. All right, what's next? And then I'm really shocked that this is only 1%, to be honest with you, is plastic bags. Now, I don't even know how people are still using plastic bags, but like, okay, here is a hideous plastic bag. And I know you're going to say, okay, but I use it for my garbage. I do too. Okay. I use these for my garbage too. And you know why I have these? Because I use these because I take them from all of my friends' houses and I still have plenty of plastic bags. And every once in a while, you end up still getting a plastic bag and you're set for a while anyway. But I promise you, the reason that you don't use this is not because you need these. You will find a way. I promise you. You can also use like, I don't know. I like barely even have a garbage, but I digress. Anyway, this is a reusable bag, and this was actually the thing for my sheets, but I love this. I think it was like Urban. I think my sheets came in here. But this is so much cuter, so much nicer, so much stronger. You love bringing your stuff in and putting it on the counter because it like is so cute. Like you're like, oh, look at all my cute bags. Anyways, but I'm just like, I am obsessed with having bags. I have bigger ones. I have smaller ones. I'm the crazy bag lady and I have way too many, but, I mean, I hate plastic bags. I just hate them with a passion for a million reasons. And I really think that everyone should just use these. So please, if you have not jumped on board of the plastic bag train, and my hack for that, which I've told you guys before, if you forget your reusable bags when you go to the grocery store, either go back to your car and get them or bag them in your car or bag them when you get home if you've completely forgotten them, or purchase more. So I've done all of those, which is why I have 5,000 reusable bags. If you live near me and you need some reusable bags, please take some of mine. But if you force yourself to do any of those things, especially bag your groceries in the car, in the freezing cold, in the rain, which yes, I have done both of those, you will no longer forget your bags. So that little bit of inconvenience will force you to remember your bags, I assure you. All right. So that's plastic bags. So, there's a lot of ways that we can reduce our plastic. And I just really think that since this is Plastic Free July, that we should just really try to rein it in, with all of those options. And, so your joke of the day, which I kind of made this up. I don't know if you guys are going to think it's funny or not, but what does Oprah say for Plastic Free July? You're eating plastic, and you're eating plastic. Yeah, like Oprah always has like the thing of like what she's giving away. So if you're like, she's basically making a joke, like instead of giving you something, she's saying, all right. I feel like that wasn't as funny as I thought it was, but that's my joke. All right. What else do we have here? I told you the beer of the week. Now, also, I discovered well, if you're looking on YouTube, you can see, I don't know if you could see the last episode, but my face has almost completely cleared up, and that is thanks to Clear Stem. I love Clear Stem. They are amazing. It is a supplement that you take three capsules a day. It is good for your gut, your digestive system, your skin, everything. Code Brooke Chase, that's BROOKECHE, gets you 10% off, and I get 10% too. Please, if you struggle with hormonal acne, give them a try. It will change your life. I am telling you, 20 years of acne solved in 7 days. And then I ran out of it because I did not get the subscription because I thought that I could just maybe like heal it in one bottle, which was not the case. It came right back with a vengeance. And it's been 7 days and bam, clear again. So definitely try out Clear Stem if you are dealing with hormonal acne. Next is Frownies if you do not want wrinkles, which I definitely do not want wrinkles. You can see my forehead. There is no filter. I do not have any Botox. I do not have any filter. I do have a little bit of crow's feet because I really just am a little bit lazy and I don't feel like doing them there, but I'm going to have to start soon. But I don't really have any wrinkles on my forehead, and that is all thanks to Frownies, which reduces the tension while you sleep. Code SIMPLE gets you 10% off. It's only $24.95 a box, I think. So basically that covers shipping. But I also just discovered that they are reusable for like a day or two. So basically I took mine off and I reused it again the next night, and it worked just as well. And I'm going to try for 3 nights and see if it works. But that's pretty fantastic. And Frownies are also fully natural and compostable. So that means they're also zero waste. So amazing. Clear Stem does come in a plastic bottle, which sucks, but you know, we gotta be gorgeous to fight the world's plastic problems, right? Anyways, all right, that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. I really, really hope that you will give using less plastic a try. Let me know which of these things that you are able to swap and which ones are hard for you. And I will do my best to try to help you come up with some simple, achievable tips. Thank you guys so much for listening. Happy Plastic Free July. And follow me on Instagram at simp.lee.b. I also have a business account. So a lot of these things are things that you would need for like a party or what have you. If you're going out on a boat, if you're having a gathering, please contact me so I can help you have a less waste, more fun event. And that business is called Simply Be Social. And that's B, the letter B. But yeah, it is a passion of mine for people to have fun with less waste. And I would love to help you with that. So give me a shout. I love you so much. Happy Plastic Free July. And thank you for listening. Bye.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Simply Be Sustainable. If you liked what you heard, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Tag me and share things you learned, like or don't, on Instagram at simp.lee.b or check out my website at simplybe.world to read my blog, try my recipes, or join my Facebook group. Remember, alone we can do a little, but together we simply do more. New shows drop every Thursday at 8 p.m. See you next time.